Good day, beautiful souls. This is your message from the universe for now. What does the universe want to tell you at this exact moment in time? This is timeless. You can come back to this whenever you want for different and new messages. I have done something slightly different, trying something new. I will not be using cards today. I will be taking you on a journey into your subconscious to find out what it is you really need to know right now from your higher self. Before you begin, please be sure to have a piece of paper or a book and a pen so you can write down your experience and your message. Now, before we embark on this journey, please make sure you are sitting or lying down comfortably. You are not operating any heavy machinery like driving a car or a bus or a train. Make sure you will be undisturbed for the duration of this journey. Now, let's begin. Make sure where you are is comfortable. Be aware of what is underneath you, whether it be a chair or a bed. Feel it. Breathe into it. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out any tension for the day. Leave all your worries behind. Take another nice deep breath in and again release all of your tension, all of it. And a final deep breath in and release that last bit of tension. Now, in your mind's eye, see yourself in a forest. Lush, green, foliage everywhere, animals peeking behind the trees. Underneath your feet, the ground is soft. Look at your feet. Are you wearing shoes? Are your feet bare? Do they look like your feet? Do they look like somebody else's feet? This forest is a beautiful, safe zone. A safe zone where you can come to anytime you like. Take a walk in this forest. Follow the path that you are already on. Feel the way that the ground feels beneath your feet. Smell the trees around you. Listen to the whistling of the leaves in the wind, and the animals and the birds chirping high, high, high above you in the branches and leaves. Keep traveling down this path. Take in all of the details. Look at everything. Listen to everything. Smell everything. You're about to stop past a bush that almost looks like it's got edible berries. Grab one of these berries and taste it. It is edible. Taste the flavor. Let it be absorbed into your tongue. Now you have tasted the forest. Now you have fully immersed your senses into this forest. Along this path, a clearing comes up ahead. Walk towards it. The sunlight is dappling between the leaves and branches of the trees, creating this beautiful, eerie mist
as the trees clear to reveal a lake. And at the edge of this lake, there is a big rock, and atop this rock is somebody sitting with a fishing rod emerged into the lake. Now, you are walking up this rock to sit beside this being. Who is this being? Is it a person? Is it an animal? Is it a spirit of some description? Is it an ancestor? Or an angel? Or a fairy? Sit beside this being in silence for some time. Just enjoy their energy. Enjoy the peaceful lake. This is when you are formulating your questions to ask. This being is directly connected to your subconscious, and this being will tell you exactly what you need to know for this exact moment of your life right now. Just feel comfortable in the presence of this being. It is time to turn and face this being and give it a great big hug and say hello. How are you? You can ask it its name, and then you can ask it, what is it that I truly need to know for my life right now, to make the best decisions possible on my journey onwards in my human life. And then just sit in silence and listen. Now, give thanks to this being for the messages that he or she has delivered to you. Give it another great big hug and a loving squeeze. And start climbing off the rock. Now, if you did receive messages from this being, well done. If you heard or saw images or even smelt different smells or tasted something, those are also communications from this being. If, however, you just saw nothing, blankness, this is also perfectly fine, because during the rest of your day, small synchronicities are going to fall into your lap, and you are going to remember this journey and realize that these are the answers from that being in your subconscious mind. And when you come out of this journey, you need to write down every detail, every single detail, starting from the way that the ground felt beneath your feet as you first stepped onto this forest, to the sound of the birds in the trees, to seeing animals in the forest, what animals they were, where they were, what smells you smelt, what tastes you tasted. All of the details embellish your story, because everything is a message from your subconscious, because this forest is your subconscious, and it all has messages for you. Now you are walking down your path again, back to where you began, slowly taking it all in, giving thanks to every step you take, for the brush under your foot, for the trees beside you, for the animals as they creep around, following you behind the trees, maybe sneaking around to have a closer peek at you. The birds high up in the branches, even the clouds in the sky that you probably cannot see because of the canopy of the trees. Everything. Give thanks to everything as you walk back down that path, and you land where you began, which is a doorway. This is the doorway to your soul. And open up this door. Take one last look back and say, I will see you again, forest. And step over the threshold, close the door. And now you're back in your physical room, in your physical body, on your chair or on your bed, in this just undisturbed room. Just take a moment to just reconfigure yourself and your physicality by wiggling your fingers and toes and your nose, moving your head from side to side slowly. And then if you feel comfortable, you may open your eyes and immediately find yourself a pen and paper. Write down your journey and your experience. And this, my friend, is what you really needed to know right now.
I hope you loved experiencing this imaginary journey as much as I loved creating it. Please let me know how it affected you, what wisdom you gained from it, and how you feel right now after having gone through that beautiful journey into yourself.